I would never agree to listen to Dystoria as her boss. And you would, Cypher? That was a close one, huh, Mia? A fair point. Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Edgeworth it is. But Maya. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Wait, what do you mean you have an idea who did it? I think the only thing. Oh, he's talking about narrowing it down to the two in the trailer. I guess, because technically I think that's as much as we can narrow it down. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. I want to be Mia Owie. Mia Owie. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced specifically to make this game. Oh, it is? I didn't know we were in a video game. We sure are, Maya. And that's what explains how many silly things are actually happening in this world. Wow, Nick! How do you know all this stuff? Well, I've had a little voice in my head telling me what to do this whole time. It's been very uncomfortable and strange, but I've gotten used to it. That's really crazy, Nick! Do you need to go to a hospital? I think I just might. Anyway, they had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. It's the worst system that could possibly be introduced into a court system, into a legal framework. Well, we've no time to waste. I don't really want to examine everything in this room. Alright, well, he said the same thing, so I don't really want to... I don't want to examine everything. After playing Animal Crossing, I halfway expected that conversation to be real. I know. There's a little bit of fourth wall breaking in Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is one of those games where I would have never expected to like. But I actually like Animal Crossing quite a bit. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh? Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Or... technically, it could be both of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. There's still one thing that that's quite not clear as well. How did we know that everything took place outside of Studio 2. But how did the body get to Studio 1? Is the thing. We need to figure out the timeline of things. And right now, we can't really trust the testimonies of either the director or the producer, which is pretty much the only two people we have any information that has any information about the area that we need to address. Remember, there's a broken fence in Studio 2 area. Yeah. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia's in here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Mia's been in her body for a long time. Maya just must have missed a ton of stuff. Maybe we should go talk to WP? Powers, right. Alright. I don't really think showing her anything's gonna do anything. Alright, let's go. Not like she'd know about it anyway. Mr. Wright! You did very well again today, thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick! You must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I could do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Oops, nope, not that. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Interesting. So she was bringing this place up. Global Studios was on its knees when she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. It should sound as it always does. I don't think that's there's been 2 other people that have said the same, whereas other people have said it's fine. It's not something I can change while the stream is going. Okay. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Minella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to it. Wait, she brought the Steel Samurai idea to him? Now everyone knows the name Sal Minella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. No, I can't either. That's gonna be a difficult jump. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. A little bit Cypher made me feel crazy for hearing this. What did... Yeah, I don't know. It sounded like fine when it first came in. I have a feeling it's not you, but my own personal connection. You're not alone. You're never alone, Mariowie in a little bit. Cypher's the crazy one. He's alone. He's the one that's alone. So everything's A-okay. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. Okay, a little bit. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. Why, though? I have the voices. Why is it struggling? Let me see something. Okay, my internet speed is good. It's very good. Let's see. I'm not showing any skipped frames. Wait, dropped frames. It says 2% of my frames are dropped due to network. Bitrate. I think I might have to lower the bitrate a little bit. But I can't really do that unless I restart the stream, I think. Yeah, it's not reaching full bitrate. It's close, but it's not getting there. Is it okay, or should I restart the stream with a lower bitrate? I have it set for 6,500 and it's topping off at about 6,300, 6,200. You can, okay. Hey, a little bit. It's not letting me adjust anything. Oh, okay, here we go. I was in the wrong thing. No, my bitrate is set at 6,000. I don't know why it's trying to go to 6,000 and higher. Why is it trying to do that? Yeah, it's at 6,000. I thought it was higher, but it's trying to grab a higher bitrate for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. I've got it at 4,000. Warbly. I can't hear it, but I have some other audio going on. Okay. Alright, it's set to 4,000. Is that any better? Okay, good. 4,000 it is. I'll stick with 4,000 and see how that goes, and I'll modify it if I need to. All right. Going again, let you know if it starts again. Okay. I mean, it was fine up until recently, so it's weird. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, That was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? That's awfully suspicious. I'm immediately suspicious of Miss Vasquez. Alright. Can we show him things? Let's show him this. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these steel samurais in my life. These are the steel samurais that appear at live shows. A fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Oh, that was touching. Jack Hammer stopped taking major roles, even though he was good at it, supposedly, at around the same time that Mrs. Vasquez took over the studio. That signals to me something happened, and possibly Jack Hammer wasn't happy about it. Alright, we already showed him this, I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's go. That was really the only thing. I feel like something happened between those two. Had to have. The old windbag sure is quiet today. Yeah, she is. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Oh, you were just trying to push her buttons. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat all those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. There we go. She just needed a little bit more convincing. I was wondering about De Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? You'll find out someday. You're too innocent. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No. No, it doesn't, Maya. She's so innocent. About Mr. Hammer. Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Phoenix likes it. He has first-hand experience. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he can sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. Impossible. What can we show her? I don't think anything. I don't think she'll really know about any of this stuff. Alright. Let's go. Where are we going? Outside Studio 1. Employee area. Let's go here, since this is a dead end. I mean, they're all dead ends, but this is sooner to be a... Well, maybe not. There's 2 screens in this area anyway. Never mind. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. Yeah, I'm not surprised they're not filming. There's a murder case still going on. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Yeah! No, no, no. No touching. Eat. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. Then we'd have another criminal case going. I guess I could be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. I was wondering the same thing, because it's Gumshoe. He's got to be extra. The remains of the employees' lunch were scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. Yeah, we know. We're aware, Phoenix. Alright. Let's see what Gumshoe has to say. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there's traces in it, it'll change. Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Okay, we're just going straight to this. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. The food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. I mean, we're not surprised. No one is surprised. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. Some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Oh, dang. He did not take this today well. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened to that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep. Sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. Boom! Butterfly effect. So I was right. Can we ask him more about these? It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. I'm going to go back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests. You're being very free with your information today, Detective. It's probably because he understands that Will probably isn't the killer. Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed in today's trial, too. Most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I think if it had been anyone but you up there, Powers would be done for by now. And that's a sad thought. That's a sad thought. Detective, about that bottle. Oh, that? Talk about embarrassing, pal. I can't believe I missed that on my first sweep for evidence. You gotta do better, Gumshoe. Get good. Don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth. Must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility. Honestly, if Gumshoe had just been more thorough with that initial sweep and found that bottle, I know. If he had found that, yeah, like I said, if he had found the bottle, they would have possibly already scanned it for fingerprints, and they would have connected Jack Hammer to the bottle way before now. Oh, nervous laughter. But then Edgeworth would have it, and it would be in his interest not to mention it in court. Yep. This janky court system. Oh, hello. It's Penny! What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What makes you say that, Penny? We've almost cleared him. What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for... I know what she's gonna say. His reputation's gonna be ruined. I actually thought about that earlier. Even if he does get proved innocent, his reputation is trashed. And that's a shame. I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... Oh. Or that. But he could just have a new character, right? Like, even if it is ending. Like, they hired the talent, right? Not the character. This week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. Yeah, no fans are weird. If they clear him, they'd probably love it. Oh, I know. I mean, his reputation would probably dip a little bit. He would still have a following. But I think just the fact that he was connected to it, people would probably not. Some people, obviously. What? No! Maya's heartbroken. That's the worst news she's heard all week. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? How would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Uh-oh. Penny's about to lay down. Wait a second. A long time ago, Penny said there was something that we didn't know about that she didn't want to tell us. She assumed we did know. I remember that now. I bet this is what that is. I bet she's about to tell us. Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Oh, the anxiety music is here. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm good now. Just had to take care of something really quick. Sorry I left you on the anxiety-inducing music. Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. It's pretty much what we suspected. It was literally a trip. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Well, this is becoming more and more clear. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? What do you mean, The Last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. Sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Was that during the meeting they had? On the day of the murder? All of this is related. There's a reason why this all happened on that day. I bet that meeting, the purpose of that meeting ties into what happened. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. What was the question? Phase interrupted with trolleys. The question was why they were not filming. I don't remember what the question was, but essentially they're not going to be filming kids shows anymore, and it was just a decision made by the bigwigs. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? Yeah. It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. Like All Might! The symbol of peace. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something! Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. This! Take that! And this is your proof. Your evidence that this means more to the kids than you know. A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you understand that better than anyone. Yeah, Penny. It is weird coming from Penny, being the nerd that she is. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. 5 years ago? That also lines up when Vasquez took over the studio. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died. And it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? That's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. It was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking. She'll talk. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for showing her stuff. Like, that was the big thing. But man, 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer allegedly, accidentally killed someone. But that is the same time that Vasquez took over the studio, which is weird timing. What are you still slinking around? If you like this place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Oh. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Well, I would, but we kinda need to talk to her a little bit. Alright, let's unpack 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Astoria, please say Bork. 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 What kind of Bork are you looking for? Magnerd! I can see you, but I cannot hear you. Deal with it, friends. Bork! There we go. There's your Bork in many different octaves. Hey, Magnerd! I don't know why I'm saying hi to you because you can't hear me, but hi. That was perfect. That made you laugh. Well, that's what I'm here for. And to solve a crime. Oh, she's not happy about that. Who told? Who did you hear that from? There we go. Thank you a little bit. You'll be the translator. You'll be the sacred lore keeper. Wait, what was that thing that we made a joke about you being? You were like time-stamping everything? Or something? You were saying that people said things on certain days? That's what you are. That's what you are again. I don't remember what the joke was. It was something like that. You're like saying exactly what they said and repeating it back. I was totally changing what I was actually said. No, that was 100% accurate, little bit. Absolutely. You're quoting people. There you go. You're quoting people. That's what it was. Huh? Nickels. Nickels? Nickels, Nick. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to. Oh, right. 100% accuracy. In only a way that little bit can. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? But whippersnappers? Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? I mean, it's the same proof that we used in court. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof. What? What's the little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills. With Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. But what does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he had used those pills on Powers? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? We're not even in the courtroom, but we're in the courtroom again. I saw what you did the other day. Uh-oh, Mosho. I'm getting called out. All your secrets. Oh, well, yeah, so? What'd you do, Mosho? This is the plate that he used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on that plate. Been uncovered, Mosho. All the dirt is gonna come out that Little Bit has. She's gonna end your career. She's gonna blackmail you. Mosho created an event in my server and then deleted it. Oh, Mosho has that power? You gave Mosho the ability to create events in your server? Oh my gosh. I see. Oh, is that so, Little Bit? I do recall that I too am a VIP. Very interesting. I do wield the power, and I definitely would never use that power for evil. 'Cause that would be evil. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. If I have the power, I'm gonna use it. Alright, we're gonna get some deets. We're gonna get some deets on Hammer. I'm tired, Steve. Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. Oh, that is much worse. That photo, well, caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. Are you serious? Moshe Remley goes postal before bed. But she has ties to the mafia? That's crazy. How did you figure this out, old bag? How do you know that? How did she get that info? Which mafia? The American mafia? The Japanese mafia? The Mexico mafia? Which one are we talking about? Which mafia we referring to? That was the beginning. The Yakuza! It's the Yakuza! After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. I want to be a mafia person. And the Yakuza games are so good. I've never played them. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Old Bag. Here, take this. Excuse me? This is the photo? Oh, this is the photo from 5 years ago. There it is. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Oh my gosh, it's either you or Mosho. It's you or Mosho. Always. Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. Oh. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. Dang. They never I guess not. My thing is they never changed out the fence. Not even just fix it, get rid of it. Like if someone gets killed on it, freaking take it out. Why is it even still there? But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. She probably just like borrowed it like Phoenix likes to do. She definitely intended to give it back 5 years later. Definitely. I understand. Well, there we go. Can we just show her that picture again? It's like, hey, tell me more about this traumatizing picture. Dang, that's a sucky way to go. Wait, what's going on? I missed a bunch of stuff. So, Old Bag got really serious with us and basically told us what happened 5 years ago. Jack Hammer allegedly, accidentally killed this actor during either practicing or an actual shoot. And that's what this photo is of. There was paparazzi present at the studio, and this is how this photo exists. And she gave this to us and basically explained what happened. Alright, well, let's keep it going. This is getting juicy. Although I'm pretty sure I have a fairly good idea of what all happened at this point. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. It was Mr. Donald Sundberg. Get his ass. Well, Magnerd, as soon as I find him, I will. I'll throw him in the slammer. Forget about everybody else. This is the real criminal. Mr. Hammer put on the steel samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? Well, Magner, as soon as I find him, I'll throw him in the slammer. Thanks, little bit. Thanks for the transcription. I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Possibly, but like he came over there in costume. So he was intending to deceive someone over there. Well, I can't go into Studio 1 anymore. I guess that's just permanently locked out now. There she is. I think she's the killer. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Hello. Maya! You should at least try to be polite. Maya's done with being polite. She's putting her foot down. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. No good. Light van for moving. I want to examine this stuff again. Because if this is where the murder happened, I want to look around. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it's run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. We saw this already. Stop showing her your badge. She's not impressed. An incinerator. Apparently just put this one in. Okay. There's this again. This is where Salmonella and Vasquez ate. Look around how lucky you are to look around right now. Murder scene! Dead guy! There's nothing left on the plates. Alright, yeah. Something wrong? I don't know, I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. She said that last time. I don't know what she means? There's a big 2 painted here. So this is the number in Cody's photograph. And to think, if I hadn't brought that photograph, he hadn't. Don't get all teary-eyed yet. That's about the part of the sentence of when I started singing too. Now, is this on the other side of, like, the other gate as well? Or is this the exact place the photo took place? I guess it had to be, right? But, well, I guess this is for Pete to hand out to visitors, so it's not going to have, like, all the back alleys and stuff in it, so. There it is. Sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Yeah, I know. On closer inspections, been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. Yep. Try the door. It's unlocked. Now let's look at this. This is the real money. Phoenix, I'm not looking at the flowers. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. This is the last thing I'm worried about. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Well, no, duh. We've already seen how dangerous that fence is. Alright. Let's talk to Vasquez. She's not going to tell us hardly anything. Actually, I think she will. We know what happened here now. We have a lot of info on what happened and what was happening over the course of 5 years. I think we're going to get her to talk. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Okay, Maya. Oh dear. Although, Maya, I think you're right. I don't think you're too off base with that accusation. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella? If you must talk about that, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. I bet we have to present something to her. However, I'm gonna go in the trailer first. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Wait a sec, where's the director? That's really the reason why I came in here. I expected him to be here. This is where they had the meeting. Documents and paper cups scattered around. Samurai Summer. We already saw this. Yeah, okay. Sure, the photo. Yeah, I know. I'm going to. I was just expecting the director to be in here, and I want to talk to him first, because this case is pretty much... Yeah, we've already seen all this. This case is pretty much pointing directly to De Vasquez. That's what I was saying. Like, I think we can get her to talk. There's nothing she can say now. She's been completely caught. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, you better hold on to it, Phoenix. You might take it and rip it up in pieces. Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Oh, she's being cryptic. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Alright, let's go. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you use it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Everything we've seen seems to confirm the opposite. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? Exactly. We don't know. That's why I've been saying allegedly. What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? I know, and it's frustrating. Neither can Phoenix. Why doesn't anybody listen to me? That's honestly worse, though. That would mean that she covered up a murder. Potentially. Why is that better? Right? This went public. No, it didn't. No, they kept it from going public. That's what happened. She kept it from going public. No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh. Well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. Yeah, I know. Honestly, yeah, like, even if... I feel like... if I accidentally killed someone... and I didn't want to face the consequences, it doesn't matter if it was an accident. If I, like, freaking killed someone, I wouldn't want someone to know about it if I wanted to avoid the consequences of it happening. He's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Destora is admitting to guilty. I'm admitting to guilty! I've admitted to a thought crime. Give it to me. Now. Absolutely not. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Where the frick did they come from? Oh, she's got her mafia boys in here. She's got her mafia boys. They were in the woodworks. They just crawled out of the corners. I don't know how they were in here and we didn't see them. I don't know where they were. They were all crowded in that van like a little clown car, and they just all came pouring out when she said "boys." It was like "boys," and they just all come busting out of the car, barreling through the door, just so they can stand right here posing all cool. This guy right here is just inhaling smoke. See this? Look at that. He's like, I'm into this. I live for this. He's getting as much cancer as she is. Yeah, revealing this to her out of sight might have been Phoenix's dumber moves. Yeah. Yeah. This is definitely one of those things he probably shouldn't have talked to someone about. He had enough info. He could have done all of this in the courtroom. Oh, we're about to get wrecked. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. Oh no. This lady has ties to the mafia. Let me just go into a private room with her and tell her I know all the dirty laundry. I know exactly what I was saying. This is one of those things. Exactly what you were saying, and then I agreed to. Like, this is just one of those things you don't do. Phoenix is too innocent. He's like, justice. I gotta find justice. And this is the situation he gets into. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? Trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Well, this was a mistake. Why do you want this photograph so bad? A little bit gets it. This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? I mean, she's still connected to it. She possibly covered up a murder and definitely blackmailed somebody. That's pretty criminal. Why should DeVasquez care about it at all? Oh, she's gonna tell you. I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Alright, guys, that's the end of the game. We got the bad ending. Quite honestly, I expected this game to be longer. But you know what? It was pretty good for how long it lasted. Kind of a bad way to end, though. Thanks for watching! Gumshoe! Gumshoe's here to save the day! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. Yes! Gumshoe! Kick their butts! All 5 of them. DeVasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me, now. Oh, finally something great happening. Gumshoe to the rescue! Gumshoe! I know. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. I don't imagine you do. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared. So they drew all those big mafia guys just for them to get canceled. Yep. I don't know, I feel like... Wait, does Gumshoe have a gun? I feel like, hand to hand, they could have probably taken on Gumshoe if they wanted to. And they're mafia, so they know how to fight. Like I said, unless Gumshoe's just packing heat, he's called He's called Gumshoe. Gumshoe is just a euphemism for his big gun. Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Good guy, Gumshoe. Sorry, it's just I've never wanted to say that line ever since I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do though. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? DeVasquez. Alright. That was a pretty quick out of court session.